Okay, now here's an even different way to interact with it. You could have these blocks of thoughts, and you could press little buttons. Like you could take a block of thought, select it, and go to like a block of thought might be clickable, and it would take you to a page that shows you like the video part that created it, other things related to it, and you could do different things to like a block of thought. If a block of thought resonates with you, you could get more like it. If you think this is like the exact opposite of the truth, you could look for things that are the exact opposite of that, and you could link things together. You could say, okay, I want somebody to I want to hear some different points of view on this, or I want to hear thoughts that challenge this, and by labeling different thoughts for like if they were funny, or if they were thought provoking, or if they were stupid or irrelevant or old fashioned, or all these different, you could boil it down to like core different things that something could be, and then the people who look at that block of thought can vote the different blocks of thoughts. They can say it's this or that, and then they can create, and when they create new blocks of thought, like different blocks of thoughts they can link different thoughts together, saying that this thought is a challenge to this thought, or this thought is similar to this thought. And so by linking different thoughts together across different authors, across different mediums, and different fields of expertise. Like, okay, I want to know what an engineer would think about this. Okay, I want to know what a psychic would think about this. I want to know what, and so people could. You could see it from different roles and see it. I want to know what a little child thinks about this. I want to know what a super old person thinks about this, and you could get all these different perspectives around these thoughts, and it would almost. And so when you're creating these thoughts, you could actually you'd be like uploading a little bit of a thought, and so you could say, where were you coming from on that thought? If you figure out consciously where you're coming from. Am I looking at this like from the perspective of like my inner child? Am I looking at this from the perspective of somebody who's impassioned right now? How am I looking at this? Like we play all these different roles in our lives. We have these different personas, and if we try to identify where we're coming from, then we can help other people, I guess, understand where we're coming from along that. And so we could develop these archetypes almost that would allow people to choose a different archetype of where they were coming from, and then you could see it from perspective of different archetypes, and you could see it from the perspective of people who are very similar to you because you resonate strongly with a certain archetype and not other archetypes. And you could see it from archetypes that are totally opposite of yours if you wanted to be stimulated by thoughts that you were going to think that are totally different from yours, and that are going to stimulate you to say, no, you're totally off on this, and here's why. And so you can actually you can just maneuver through this idea universe in little blocks of thoughts, and with total interactivity on a whole new level, and just it's like having thought right in front of your face, and if you want to think different thoughts about something, it can just grab you different thoughts,